All right, it is UFC Shanghai this weekend. Mingyang Zhang versus Johnny Walker. I'm gonna give you my picks and predictions for the whole card. I went 6-6 last week. Really bad performance on UFC 319. Hit a couple of the underdogs, like the Lerone Murphy one was good, but missed on Cannonier. I was sure Asakura was gonna win, but he should fucking be cut at this point. Um, Not good on DDP. Not good there. We already talked about that in the matchmaking video, but I went 6-6. It's bringing my overall record to 216 and 110, so not the best. But we'll get a bounce back this week here, and it's in Shanghai. It's a pretty good card, dude. It's gonna start at 3 a.m. Eastern though. It's a tough go. But first fight of the night: Uran Sadibaldiev versus Dihar Nurmagomedov. Gonna have a lot of these on this card, dude. I don't like DR. I he's got that twitch where he's always touching his face. He got subbed by Hibario, which is not a good look. I don't think Hibario is that good at all. KO'd some guy in the contender series in round two. I'm not big on DR here, bro. And Uran Sadibaldiev, did he just fight on short notice in the UFC like a little bit ago? Am I crazy? He lost a decision to Boudet on short notice, up a weight class. I'm going with this guy Uran here. I think he's better. I think he's a better striker. I think he can control in the grappling. I'm going to pick him to win this fight here. I think, I like going to the decision with Boudet here versus going to a submission loss against Brennison Hibario. So I'm going to go with Uran Sadibaldiev. I don't know, man. Decision. I'm going to go with decision. Lower level MMA fight. I'm going decision here. Zhao Long versus Su Young Yu. I like Zhao Long, dude. He's very fun, very experienced. Su Young, and his striking's good, and his counter grappling's all right. Su Young Yu is a straight grappler. He is awful on the feet, but he's dominant in the grappling. Like, he's been able to get people down and hold them there the whole time. The thing is, it's AJ Cunningham. It's, GLEC. Like, I think I'm going to go with Zhao Long, bro. I'm going to take Zhao Long to be able to stuff takedowns at points in time, get points on the feet, land damage, do more against Su Young Yu than Su Young Yu does against him. I'm going to pick Zhao Long to win a decision here. I think he's just going to win a damage-based decision that people are going to go up in arms about, oh, how could Su Young Yu had, 8 minutes of control time. How did that go to Zhao Long? Well, each round, Zhao Long landed more damage. He's going to win 29-28. I can see him doing really good work in the clinch here. I can see him landing really good elbows. And he kept the fight on the feet against Shang Ho Lee. And Shang Ho Lee was able to dominate against Cortavius Romius in the grappling specifically. So I like Zhao Long here. Zhao Long's also coming off a really good win in his last fight. Then they were in China 9 months ago. I think Zhao Long's good, and I think he's only getting better. So I'm going to go with Zhao Long here to win this one by decision. Little underdog pick. Cheeky underdog. Yiza versus Weston Wilson. I'm going to pick Yiza. Fast twitch, dangerous, much better than Weston Wilson. I'm never picking Weston Wilson in a fight. Like, Yiza went to a decision with Gabriel Santos. Gabriel Santos is very good. And Yiza making his return to the UFC, they gave him a little bit of a layup here. They want him to get a win. I think he does it in dominant fashion. I'm going to say round 1 KO over Weston Wilson here for Yiza. This is a good fight. Michelle Pineda versus Kyle Dacus. This was supposed to be Michelle Pineda versus someone else. Kyle Dacus stepped up on shorter notice. Kyle Dacus is a terrible striker with good submissions, but he's not physically dominant, and Michelle Pineda is a very tough guy to submit. He's got good submissions himself. He's got good submission defense himself. I'm picking Michelle Pineda to get this one done. I think he finds the chin of Kyle Dacus. I think Kyle Dacus is very chinny. He's lost a good talent, and he came back. He was getting smoked in the UFC, went on the regional scene, and ended up racking up a 4-fight win streak. 3 finishes in that time. KO'd by Eric Anders. KO'd by Roman Dolidze. Lost a decision to Phil Hawes. Had a no contest with Kevin Holland. I believe there was a headbutt there. And, he submit Jamie Pickett. Did he lose he lost to Stoltzfus. He beat Stoltzfus. He lost to Brendan Allen. Listen, I like his submission grappling game. I just don't think it's like I like Michel Pereira's not the guy to get subbed. You know what I mean? He's not getting subbed in this fight. I think he's gonna find a knockout early too. I think Kyle Dawkins is chinny. I don't think he likes being hit at all. No one likes to be hit, but you know what I mean. I think he takes the shots not too well. I'm gonna go Michel Pereira to win by knockout here. I'm gonna say in the first round. I think he gets dangerous early and ends up getting a finish in round one here. So I'm going Michel Pereira round one KO. And back-to-back round one KOs here. Rong Zhu versus Austin Hubbard. Rong Zhu, one of my favorite fucking fighters, dude. I love watching this dude fight. He's so good. He's so experienced, too, and just at 25 years old. This is a tricky one, though, because Austin Hubbard can be very, very tricky. Just a decent, well-rounded fighter. He's not great at anything specifically, but he's well-rounded. He's got good cardio, and he just kind of crafts his way to decisions here. But he's lost a couple to lesser opponents than I believe than Rong Zhu. And Rong Zhu had the performance of all performances against Cody Steele. I picked him as a big underdog against Cody Steele in February. And I think he does it again here. I think he's going to get it done against Austin Hubbard. I can see him finding a finish in round two. I'm going to say a round two finish from Rong Zhu. He's a very, very talented fighter. Good power, good speed, good technicality, and he's only improving every single time. I think Austin Hubbard is going to find it very difficult to take down Rong Zhu. So I'm going to go Rong Zhu in this fight to win round two knockout. That's my pick there, Rong Zhu. He's my lock of the card, bro. Rong Zhu's the lock of the card. He's the Kaya Sakura of the card. So I'm picking Rong Zhu. Loner Kavanagh versus Charles Johnson. This is a great fight. Really, really good one. I mean, they stacked this card. I think I'm going Loner Kavanagh, bro. I understand Charles Johnson finds ways to win fights, and he's good. He's very, very good. Good counter grappling, good striking, very high output. I think Loner Kavanagh is just blue chip right now. You know what I mean? I think he's just one of these prospects that aren't going to be stopped until he gets to, the top. Like, this is a fraud checkup type matchup. I understand that. And I think, Charles Johnson could have beat Temirov. It was close. Oh, and he was on such a good win streak before the Temirov fight, too. But when he loses, he goes on these streaks. Lost a decision to Cody Durden. That's not a good look. Split loss to Ode Osborne. I actually thought he won that. He did lose to Rafael Estevan, but he could have won on damage. I think Loner Kavanagh is just a different kind of prospect, though. I think that he's going to be able to... Charles Johnson could overstimulate him here, and I just have this gut feeling about Charles Johnson, but pulling this one off somehow. But I'm going to trust the prospect in Loner Kavanagh, getting much better. He's got a lot of hype behind him, but I do think he is really, really good. Really good striker, great grappling, good chin, has fought tough guys, right? He beat Jose Ochoa. Really, really good win there. After that, he dominated Felipe Dos Santos, destroyed him. He's undefeated. He's the prospect that everyone's got to watch out for. This is a really tough test in Charles Johnson. I think he's going to be hip to it, though. I'm going to pick Loner Kavanagh by decision here. Mahashate versus Gage Young. I don't think Gage Young is good. But Mahashate has proven to also not be that good. Gage Young hung in there against Evan Elder, but kind of got schooled. It was on short notice. Mahashate's much bigger. I think I'm going to pick Mahashate to get this one done. And I think if there's a robbery, they're going to decision for him here anyway. You know what I mean? Gage Young is the kind of American redneck that if it's close, they're going to rob him. And I don't think that Gage Young is going to be dropping dropping Mahashate all over the place like Nicholas Motta was able to do. I'm going to pick Mahashate to get this one done. I think he's the better fighter. Slight underdog. I'm going to take Mahashate to win a decision here. I think this could be a pretty good fight. You know what? I'm going to take Mahashate to get a knockout in round two here. I think he can find the chin of Gage Young, and Gage Young is very hittable. I'm going to pick Mahashate. I think he gets it done here. No problem. Whoever this guy is versus Kiefer Crosby, I'll keep it simple. I'm going to pick this guy by knockout or submission. I don't care how. I will never pick Kiefer Crosby to win a fight. I think he's terrible. Don't understand why he's in the UFC. Subbed by Patterson, subbed by Kevin Jusay is crazy. right? He was in Bellator and he got subbed in the first round too, and then he gets 2 local wins, and everyone's like, "I'll bring him back." He's shit. He's dog shit. I'm going with Taiyelke Norajai, whatever his fucking name is. Never seen him fight before. Don't care. He's getting it done. Chinese prospect. Who cares? Um, Sumadarje versus Kevin Borjas. Kevin Borjas is so much better than he's gotten credit for, bro. He destroyed Ronaldo Rodriguez. He had a good fight, like a very good fight, which when you look at the competition he's faced, destroyed Ronaldo Rodriguez, gets KO'd by Alessandro Costa after getting his leg destroyed, but Alessandro Costa is very good, has a close competitive fight with Joshua Van. I like Kevin Borjas, man. I think he's a really, really good fighter. I don't. I think the way you beat Suma Derji's in the grappling, and I don't think Kevin Borjas is the kind of grappler to do that. And I think Suma Derji's very long, very lanky, very good also. I think he's very tough to beat. Has great elbows, great knees, good kicks. It's going to be tricky in the southpaw stance. I do think Kevin Borjas is fast twitch. But, like, he had a good fight with Charles Johnson. Got subbed by Elliott, subbed by Chanel. Then he goes to a split with Raposo that I thought he dominantly won. It was just not a good fight, you know what I mean? He hasn't been chinned. I don't think Borjas is chinning him, and I don't think he's finding a sub. This screams decision to me, and I'm going to go with the Chinese prospect in China winning a decision. They better not cut Borjas here, because I think Borjas is very, very good. I think he's a good flyweight that he can keep winning, but this is a good fight. It's tough to pick, man. I'm going to pick Sumo Derji to get this one done by decision. I think Suma Derji gets it done by decision. Sergey Pavlovich versus Waldo Cortez Acosta. I'm picking Sergey by KO in round 1. I think Salsa Boy is shit. He's low output, and I know he lands a couple of pepper jabs, and like that's why his strike now. He's never. I thought he robbed Sergey Spivak. Now they're giving him to a guy that's good. Like he's getting it now. He's just walking into a top heavyweight. I don't think he's going to topple Sergey Pavlovich over. I think Sergey Pavlovich is actually much stronger. He's going to be much faster. He's more powerful. He's got the better wrestling. We saw him be able to out-wrestle Jairzinho Rosenstrike. I don't know if Waldo Cortez Acosta could get Jairzinho to the ground. I know Waldo's got a win streak going here, but Sergey's going to knock him out cold. Waldo's hittable. Sergey's going to knock his head clean off his shoulders. We're getting a round 1 bounce back excitement win from Sergey Pavlovich, man. He had a little 2-fight skid against Aspinall and against Volkov, 2 of the best heavyweights to do it. Then he goes out there and dominates Jairzinho Rosenstrike in a boring grappling match, but he dominates him. Everyone else he chins. He's chinning Waldo Cortez Acosta. Don't get it twisted. Round 1 KO, Sergey Pavlovich. I'm probably going to parlay Pavlovich and Rongju. I think that's a good little even money parlay you can get there. And I also think that Aljamain Sterling's going to get this one done by decision over Brian Ortega. I like Brian Ortega's jiu-jitsu. I like his boxing at times. But I think Aljamain Sterling is the nullifier to that style. I think he's just as good at getting the back of people. I think he's going to be able to control Ortega here a lot. I think he's going to be able to outkick Ortega. I think he's going to be able to outland, be more... I think Ortega's done, and I think Aljo still has some more to give this sport, so I'm not going to count out Aljo. I think he's very, very good. I think he's going to use the teeps to his advantage. I think he's a tremendous grappler. I think he's going to be able to dominate Ortega in the grappling, which is going to be very telling, and put himself back in that conversation of a title eliminator, right? Because he's in a spot where he lost the belt to O'Malley, goes up, just like dominates Cater. Boring fight, but dominates Cater. Then he fights Evloev, has an incredibly close fight with Evloev, and now you get Ortega next. And if you go out there and you dominate Ortega in the grappling, bro, you're gonna have a number 1 contenders fight next. It's gonna be an Aljo versus the winner of Gene Silva versus Diego Lopez or something along those lines. An Aljo versus Lerone Murphy. An Aljo, something along those lines. Aljo's put himself in a spot where if he gets a win here, he's got a big matchup. And same for Ortega, right? Ortega's always going to be able to get the names because the UFC loves to promote him. But I think Aljo's going to get this one done here, and I think he's going to get it done pretty dominantly. I'm going to say he gets a 30-27 decision over Ortega here. I think Ortega's going to look real bad in this fight. And I think Aljo's going to have a masterclass performance in the grappling. And lastly, Zhang Mingyang versus Johnny Walker. They are feeding Johnny Walker to death. He has been knocked out so many times in a row. It is not good for his health. And he gets chinned all the time. He's been knocked out 6 times. Colded really bad by Ozdemir. Colded really bad by Ankalaev. Went to a draw with Ankalaev because of but he took an illegal head strike, illegal knee to the head. That's a bad strike to take. Anthony Smith can't cause damage. Paul Craig can't cause damage. Elon Kudalaba, he ended up subbing. But then before that, he gets colded by Jamal Hill really bad. He was colded by Corey Anderson really bad. People are going to look and be like, this guy beat Khalil Roundtree. He's going to beat Zhang Mingyang. This guy beat Khalil Roundtree a lifetime ago. And he's been colded really bad ever since then. This is a round 1 KO for Zhang Mingyang waiting to happen. He marches at his opponents, lands crazy bombs, and doesn't stop. And he doesn't get... Does he get chinned? He's been chinned 3 times. I don't think Johnny Walker's subbing him. He's on this generational run, bro. KO and Hilario, KO and Diaz, KO and Anthony Smith. I know it's not the best names, but they gave him the guy that's the chinniest in the division because they want him to get a knockout win in China in front of his hometown crowd. I think he's going to do just that. I think he's getting a round 1 KO over Johnny Walker here, and I think it's going to look nasty. I think this is going to be a bad one. I think at the end of this fight, we're going to need to see Johnny Walker retire. I don't want to watch this guy have like die at the age of 45 from like too many concussions. It's just not good to watch. So I'm going to pick Zhang Mingyang to get it done. I think he wins by knockout in round 1. I think they set Walker up to get absolutely KO'd. And stylistically, Johnny Walker could fluke his way to a KO here. Because Zhang Mingyang can charge in and run right into a spinning elbow, run into a flying knee, run into a crazy kick from Johnny Walker, a front kick. Johnny Walker's kicks are going to be better in this fight. But when I look at the hand speed of Zhang Mingyang, it's really, really good. He's very dangerous. He's game. And Johnny Walker just doesn't have the chin for it. He could catch Zhang Mingyang here, and we could all look stupid. And I know this one smells like upset out of nowhere. But I'm going to trust that it's Zhang Mingyang time. So I'm going to pick Zhang Mingyang KO round 1. Mingyang Magnus is going to be posting all week, so I'm all for it. These are the picks and predictions. I'll run through them again real quick. I'm going Zhang Mingyang KO round 1. Aljamain Sterling decision. Sergey Pavlovich KO round 1. Sumoderji decision. Whatever that guy's name is. Nuarj. I'll wait till the commentary says it incorrectly and then I'll copy that. I'm going to pick him by submission round 1. I don't know. KO round 1. It doesn't look like he has any subs. Mahashate by KO round 2. Loner Kavanaugh decision. Mahashate is the underdog pick, and I get another one later. Rongju KO round 2. Michelle Pineda KO round 1. Yiza KO round 1. Zhao Long, another underdog pick here by decision. And then Sadi Baldiev by decision. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. These are the picks for UFC Shanghai.